All right. Monitoring spirits, aka gang stalkers. Definitely want to hit on these fools. And yes, they are fools according to the Bible. Okay. The Bible says that fools will despise instruction, correction, and wisdom. And when you are a gang stalker, aka a monitoring spirit, you are a goddamn fool. Why? Because you are being controlled by promises that may not be kept to you, and you're being controlled by this delusional thought that you believe that you monitoring, aka gang stalking someone massively or individually, can somehow, some way control a person that you're jealous of, who you don't want to do well in life, become successful in life, soar, and you think that your gang stalking can stop someone's progress, can stop someone from becoming successful financially, can stop someone from becoming popular, famous, well known, have notoriety. The thing about gang stalkers is this: gang stalkers tend to monitor, aka stalk people, for a couple of reasons. Number one, because they're being promised something by the person who requested for them to gang stalk someone. Most of the time, it's the Masons, it's the Eastern Star, it's these secret demonic societies that be operating most of these gang stalking programs, these monitoring spirits. And they usually promise the gang stalker money. They'll tell the gang stalker, if you help us blood sacrifice this woman, or blood sacrifice this man, or gang stalk this person, we'll give you a portion of the insurance money when we cash in the insurance policies on this person's murder, death, when we blood sacrifice them. Or they'll promise the gang stalker money. If you help us gang stalk her, we'll make you rich, we'll make you famous, you'll become a millionaire. And about 75 to 80% of the time, the promises that are made to these gang stalker, aka monitoring spirits, end up not panning out, which means the gang stalkers often don't even get what they were promised when they agreed to help gang stalk, aka illegally monitor someone else. A lot of divine feminines and divine masculines are gang stalked and deal with monitoring spirits. And the other motive that really motivates a monitoring spirit to monitor someone, aka gang stalk them, aka illegally surveillance them, is the fact that they have a delusional mindset where they have convinced themselves that they can control the outcome of someone's life, and they can sabotage the outcome of someone's life and their ability to be financially successful, or have a successful or peaceful or fulfilling life, if they constantly gang stalk someone, constantly monitor someone, and constantly follow someone everywhere they go. Another motive that usually drives most gang stalkers into participating in being gang stalkers and being monitoring spirits on usually a divine feminine or a divine masculine is they are convinced that they can use gang stalking to make their targeted victim unhappy, miserable, and that they can somehow negatively affect the person's life and their ability to have happiness and peace and joy, because they're being gang stalked, because they're being monitored, because they're being illegally surveillanced. Now, People who are targeted victims of this type of abuse have a lot more control than they know they have. And I will continue to do my best to do subsequent videos on how people who are victims and survivors of targeting, monitoring, gang stalking, and monitoring spirits, what you can do to counteract these gang stalkers and even psychologically and spiritually destroy them, which often manifest into physically destroying them and even getting them out of your life. But that will be other videos that I will plan on making sure I do. Um, when we look at monitoring spirits, aka gang stalkers, they feel that they can have a negative effect on a person's life and get money out of it, get fame out of it, get accepted into a secret satanic cult, or they can get a I'm trying to think of this word. They can get promoted within a secret society or a secret satanic group if they do harm to someone who has been chosen to be gang stalked and targeted. A lot of times, these abusers achieve their goals of destroying a person's life, safety, sanity, and even financial stability. And it is diabolical for any person who signs up to do this type of harm for another human being to do this. It is beyond diabolical. It is evil, treacherous, and completely 1000% unacceptable. Gang stalking comes from low self esteem. It also comes from people who are insecure and obsessed with controlling people who they see as threats or people who they feel jealous and envious of. It comes from their desire to control what they feel is either better than them or is a threat to them because they feel that whoever they're gang stalking, if that person is successful, especially financially, that person will outshine whoever is requesting for them to be gang stalked. This is usually the number one source and reason for people being gang stalked by monitoring devils. There are things that you can do about this to at least tear down the psychological strength of monitoring spirits, where you reverse their evil eye, aka their negative demonic energy, and force it back on them and begin to destroy them instead of them trying to use their energetic demonic warfare through monitoring you to try to destroy you. And I will try to do some live streams or classes on this in the near future. Um, what I just wanted to talk about in this video quickly is the motives behind monitoring spirits, aka gang stalkers, and why they do what they do. It comes from a place of low self esteem and wanting to be accepted, usually by evil people in secret satanic cults who basically ain't shit. Wanting to be accepted by people that are no good to anyone on this earth. That's where most of these gang stalkers come from. And that's usually the top reason why they agree to gang stalk and illegally surveillance people that have done nothing wrong to them and people who they are jealous of. Ignore them, press the ignore button. It destroys them every time.